Good afternoon, 47. Your target is Adize Ojiofor, also known under her war name of Na Obara. She operates groups of militants and bandits across West Africa and controls a sizable chunk of the rare earth trade out of that region. Now, she has turned her attention to securing her legacy through an alliance with West African strongman Richard Akwensi. She is currently staying at the HITMAN Hotel with her son, where she has taken over an entire floor. The client requests that you retrieve maps and files detailing the target's network in West Africa. You will need to locate these on the ground. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
Okay, let's see if we can try and remember how I did this. Alright then. Yo, what's up, Freeze Army, and welcome to another reactivated Elusive Target video. My name is Mr. Freeze2244. This is going to be an easy silent assassin method for the Warlord. And the equipment you're going to need for this is the modern lethal syringe, your remote breaching charges. I'm going to start from the Riverside Landing from Mastery Level 1 if you had that on Bangkok. So I've already done a video for this originally when it came out, and that silent assassin still works completely fine. However, I decided to go for an alternative easy silent assassin to that. So I can't decide which one is the better video, but I'm gonna try and show you a different way anyway, and hopefully this will help you out if the other one doesn't. So from the start, as you can see here, I'm sneaking through the basement area. Nothing really special, nothing really special you need to do. We're just going to sneak past those two staff members, and once we get up the top of these stairs here, we're going to grab the hammer, and we're going to create a distraction by opening the door and throwing the hammer on the floor, because we need to go and get that security guard disguise. So once he comes in, we can make sure we're hiding behind this shelf right here, making sure you are completely covered and don't get spotted. Once he goes to investigate, we're going to go and subdue him and grab his disguise, and obviously dump his body in the locker, because we don't want his body being discovered. So we have two objectives for this one. We've got to take out the target. Also, we have to retrieve the data stick that we need to get from the security room. Obviously, we're going to need to take out the evidence as well, because you're going to get spotted by numerous cameras. I'm not going to bother with shooting them out because it's just unnecessary, and it's very easy to remove the evidence at the end of the video anyway. So from this point, we've got the security guard disguised now, and we've been spotted by several cameras, and we're going to head into this room, and we're going to be grabbing this key card that's on the table here, which will allow us to get into the security room. Make sure you don't bump into any staff members, just in case you interrupt any of their movements and stuff. So we have one enforcer in the security room, and he is right there, right in front of us. Now we're just going to, he's going to maneuver himself around the room, and we're just going to sneak our way around him to get to the locker in the corner of the room. It's very easy to get past this guy. He will just go through three sections, go to each one of these desks, and we just basically have to wait for him and just sneak past him. We're not actually taking out the evidence in this room. Just keep that in mind. We are going to take out the evidence at the end of our game. Just make sure you are well hidden behind this desk. Don't go to the corner too much, or you might get spotted. So just keep that in mind, because there's a lot of head turning in this. And we're going to use the change cover option there just to get past them. And we're going to use our remote breach charge here for the safe. So you want to place it on the safe there, L1 and R1 on a PS4, LB and RB for the Xbox. Once you've exploded it there, you want to grab the files out of the locker, and then immediately go over to this vacuum cleaner and turn it on. What should happen right here, it should distract one of the hotel staff, the male one specifically, and he's going to come over to investigate, and we're going to grab his disguise. Now, if this didn't work for you, like the sequence is wrong, or you was too slow, or you was too quick, then you'll have to wait for him to come back outside to have the conversation for the woman before you restart this vacuum cleaner, and then just carry on doing what I'm doing right here. Just make sure you are hitting when he comes over, though, as when he investigates the vacuum cleaner, he can spot you if you are in the vicinity, so make sure you are hidden in that room like I did there. Now once we've taken him out and we've hidden his body, we're going to grab his disguise and head to where our target is. Just make sure when you come down these stairs here, you avoid the hotel manager right there, because she can see through all disguises on this map apart from your suit. So we're just going to run through this area as a bit of a diversion. And we're going to head ultimately upstairs into originally Ken Morgan's suite. That is where our target is going to be. There's going to be a couple of enforcers in the area, again like this waiter right there. So just keep out for any hidden enforcers that are dotted around the map as usual. So yeah, it might seem like it's a bit confusing where I'm actually going, but it is in Ken Morgan's suite. Just follow all the way up these stairs, and this is where it's going to be. Now, another thing about this area, there's going to be a couple of hotel staff members in this area, so there is a couple of enforcers. And the main general guy, the guy with the red hat right there, he can see through any disguise that you're wearing. So just keep in mind, just keep out of his way, and you shouldn't have any problems. Now, he's heading up the stairs where we need to go. So that's the ultimate end goal where we need to be. We need to be upstairs where the target is. She's going to be on a lonesome for you know, a few seconds, and that's when we're going to capitalize on that. It's always going to be around the 6.5 minute mark. That's the reason why I left the timer at the top of the screen, just to show you all the timing of all this stuff. It doesn't differ each time you play it. It's always going to be the same because these sequences are scripted events. So just keep that in mind of all the timings of all this stuff anyway. Again, if all this is too confusing for you, there is also an alternative guide that I already did originally when this first came out, but this should be super easy for you guys anyway. You shouldn't have any problems here. So once we're in this room here with the target, now she's there dressed in the pink dress there, we're just going to hide behind this wardrobe, or closet if you will. And these are going to play out a conversation right here, and once they all leave, the target is going to eventually try and leave the room on her own. And that is when we're going to capitalize and stab her in the back with the syringe, or any method you choose to kill her with. It doesn't really matter because there is like I said, there's a closet right here you can dump a body in anyway. But just keep in mind, if you poison her or you create an accident kill, you don't have to hide the body. They don't negate your score. They don't affect your bonus or anything like that, and you can still get Silent Assassin rating. Just to let you guys know, because I also get a lot of comments saying, if it's a poison kill or it's an accident kill, the body was found, how does it get Silent Assassin? Well, just keep that in mind, that all poison kills and accident kills, even if his body is found, it doesn't affect your bonus score becoming at the end of the level. So you can still get Silent Assassin very easily. So again, she's in random spots around the room. I've noticed, I've done this 3 times, and she's sometimes she has a phone call, sometimes she sits on the chair, sometimes she's in this corner right here, but ultimately, she does end up leaving the room by herself, so you have a few seconds there to capitalize on the fact that she's going to be alone. She also is going to drop a key to the safe that we exploded a little bit earlier, and I decided to go for the safe first because there's a lot of waiting around here, and it just didn't seem necessary to go back there because I thought it was a little bit risky to do that in that row. So if you don't have the breaching charges, you can do it this way. Grab the key, then go back downstairs. But I just decided to do it this way. I thought it was a lot better. Now, like I said, she's on her own now. So we're going to capitalize on this and run before she gets to the door, and then silent attack her with the syringe, and then exit. But before we exit the area, we need to go and take out the evidence, which I mentioned earlier. Now, one thing that people had a problem with before with the other video is people didn't watch the whole thing, and they cut off at the end of the video. They basically just turned the video off at the end and forgot to delete the evidence, which is over here. There's a little room in the corner on the bottom of the bottom floor. You can destroy the evidence. There's no one around. It's very, very easy. And there you go, the evidence removed. And so what people were doing is completely turning the video off at the end, because that's what people do once they've figured it all out and stuff like that from using my video. They go ahead and skip that section, and they completely forgot to delete the evidence, and they lost the Silent Assassin rating. And then people were saying, you didn't take out the evidence, and people were actually blaming me. How is it my fault that you skipped the end of the video? This is why you should watch all the way through, because that's things like that, important information like that could be popping up. And, you know, this time I've let you know. Also, once you're exiting the level with this disguise on, just keep in mind of all the enforcers that are around. Like this manager right here, she could be anywhere. So just keep using your instinct when you're leaving the map, because the last thing you want now is to get spotted and ruin your Silent Assassin rating. There's also a person here at the desk, so just watch out for him. There's a waiter around here as an enforcer, so I'm going to head this way to avoid any potential enforcers and head straight to the exit over here this way. Again, she might be in a different position for you, but I'm trying to avoid any potential encounters with any enforcers. I feel like I've spoken a lot during this video, but all the information I've needed to say, I've said it, just to preempt any problems that you may occur. If you do have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. But that's pretty much going to do it for this video, so hopefully you've enjoyed this and this has helped you out. You get the Silent Assassin here, no problem. And yeah, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a sponsor, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.